Welcome back to Vice Grip Garage and day 3 of Route 66, where my son and I are attempting to drive the 78 C20 1,600 miles cross country following Route 66. If you've been following along, so far it's been nothing but breakdowns and late nights, but that's about to change today. We are actually on the historic Route 66 right now, and we have a ton of stops planned, so let's get after it. Hey, listen, I've seen your comments, literally hundreds and hundreds of them. Derek, how do you have so much energy and how do you get so much done? Well, besides the obvious of working 7 days a week, it's in my daily routine. And in my routine is AG1 by Athletic Greens. Now, there's a long list of benefits by taking AG1, like increasing your gut health. But for me, I've also noticed mental clarity and alertness, which, well, that's saying a lot, let's be honest. But also energy that lasts for an entire day without that annoying crash that you get from a bunch of caffeine or energy drinks or other supplements. And just like this box says, you're going to need a smaller cabinet. This is packed full of 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food source ingredients made for just about anybody, so you can clear your counter of all those different multivitamins and supplements. I've just got 8 to 12 ounces of water here, 1 scoop of AG1. Mix this up and you're ready to go. Tastes great, goes down easy. Hey, listen, if you go to athleticgreens.com/vicegrip, Athletic Greens is going to give my community 1 free year of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first order. Thanks to Athletic Greens for sponsoring another video. Now let's get back to Route 66. Well, in addition to the usual morning routine of checking all the fluids and stuff like that, tire pressures, we got to do some upgrades. So I think what we're going to do today is Bentley's going to change these taillights out. I cannot believe I've gone as far as I have with these things on here. They got to go. He's going to pop them in. I'm also going to replace the grill up here, and I think I have a dash pad for it as well. Oh, it's a 2-piece, or did it break? Yeah, this is that very popular Euro kind of setup.
Wait, no, there's more screws.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it was a 2-piece one. So if we take that off, I don't know that it's gonna fit. Yeah, that's interesting. So these came from LMC, and you can get them with or without the chrome trim ring. You can get the gasket, you can get the actual screws, and then you can get the backing piece that actually holds the light bulb assemblies, which I did not realize that I also needed. That was my mistake. We did some controlled breakage, and I think we're going to get them on there. There you go. And you can see how much better just replacing a lens makes this truck look. So whatever this thing is, needs to be deleted, 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 and then they'll fit over. If we have time, which I doubt we will, maybe we'll stop at a junkyard and we can pick up the right plate behind it, assembly thingy. But yeah, look at that. Way, way better. This grill isn't broke, but boy, has it been around. It's probably been painted 13.6 times. I could really appreciate the custom bow tie in here, but we're gonna spruce it up just a little bit. Now, a guy could take 58 years, try to sand this down, or media blast it with something really soft and paint it again, but LMC makes a grill that's so affordable these days, it doesn't really make sense. There's a better shot at the engine oil cooler right there. So this is from LMC, and normally this comes like a black ABS. I just, you know, the color of my choice. Turned out really nice. It comes with a 3M emblem. You can just boop, stick right in there. But Bentley found this guy when he was vacuuming out the truck before we left. So we're gonna pop the original one in, get a little bit more depth in here, some more 3D edge. And this should slide. Yep, look at that. Well, that's a facelift. And I actually like how the bow tie is kind of distressed and got a couple cracks in it, just because of the way that the rest of the truck is. Kind of look goofy with a brand new bow tie. Maybe your rig's nicer, I don't know. You want to put the new one in. Comes with it, but much better. Now I'd like to do something with this dash in here quick this morning. It's obviously the original dash, and it's got a lot of cracks in it, and it's super brittle. I could just push my thumb all the way through it. Not gonna do it, but it needs some help. And you've probably noticed that when we were cleaning the truck and along the route as well, we haven't been putting any grease or shine or polish on it. In fact, when we left, I wiped it down with Earth Ghost juice, trying to get all the grease and grime and everything off of it. That's because I'm gonna be gluing this guy in. Very simple process, lays right over top. It makes your dash look brand new, and then you can apply all your shine juices or whatever you want to this guy here. Comes with the adhesive and everything like that. And of course this came from LMC as well. Got her all glued up where the construction said. Push it down into place. Just like that. You got a new dash, fellers. It even has a notch in the dash up here, because there's that little rubber connector you have to connect if you have the antenna in the glass. They thought of that as well, so that's already in there too. We're gonna hold on to this for a few minutes and let it dry. Let's see what we got this morning. Oh, plumb full. Don't need to add anything there. Good to go. Oh, there's a tiny bit of sediment in there. Might need to change that pretty soon. Doing good there. I want to leave it just a hair down. It's actually an expansion tank on the top of these, so we don't want to bring it right to the top. It's just going to come out. Everything's looking good. I think I got a oil cooler line. There's some fittings down here that could be leaking. It'd be nice to take a look at those, because it's starting to drip a little bit of oil out there. And I should probably hit a car wash again and clean this up from when the old transmission cooler lines blew it off. But you can see we got new fittings, lines, and this is AN line now that goes back to the transmission with AN fittings back there, which is a Cummins beige. It looks really nice. Same color as Independence Big Block. Should spray this down too. Good to go. Let's do a cold start. I don't know. Let's go with like 3 pumps. Oh, like brand new. Well, I gotta get gas. We pulled in on fumes last night. I forgot about that. Beautiful day. A little bit windy though. That breeze will be nice. There's the oil leak. That line is leaking. And this one is split and about ready to go as well. That's going to need to be addressed. It's leaking a lot of oil. We're not going to be able to go down the highway like that. First stop of the day. Pops 66. There's supposed to be 500 different types of sody pop. So we're about to get a sugar rush, aren't we? Okay, don't tell Mom. Wow, we're about to party. Got a whole bunch of beer, you know. We like the root beers. We got this flavor pack, the Great American Root Beer Pack. 2 of each. We got Old Red Eye, Dad's of course, had that before, Bulldog, Frosty, and Sioux City. And then I got a Death Valley. I think we're gonna try that first. And he got a Farmer's Brew Butterscotch root beer, huh? All right, and then we got a little Mega Mimp as well. We like to collect those. We're gonna tuck these away. This cooler, you know, doesn't melt ice for about 8 minutes, so that's nice. Yeah. I don't know. Well, we're gonna keep an eye on oil pressure and oil levels. Slowly start making our way to Weatherford, Oklahoma. There's a feller there that has some 8-track tapes. First of all, that's clearly priority. Yeah, it's an 8-track player, and FM, and AM, and Citizens Band radio. I know, it works too. Anyway, his son owns a hot rod shop, I guess, there in town. We might be able to sneak it in his place, get this thing on a lift, and see if we can see what is going on. Let's hit the road. Guy stopped at the parts store quick, picked up an oil filter adapter, the actual housing that goes to the block that the oil filter hangs. You know what I'm talking about. Just in case we're not able to resolve the leak in the line, if it's in the line itself and not the fittings. I could probably maybe find a hydraulic place or an, you know, like a Napa or someone that makes hydraulic hoses. I think some O'Reilly's even do. But I don't know that I got that time right now. So I'm gonna throw some stop leak, try to swell up that hose in case it is a pinhole in the hose. Might slow it down a titch. Work our way to Weatherford. It's only about like 70 miles now, I think, something like that. We'll probably make it there just fine. Then we'll take a peek at this thing closer and see if we can fix those lines, maybe repair them, or we're just gonna delete on them. We made it to El Reno. We're driving by the Hotel El Reno right now. Isn't that cool? 50 cents for a room, 25 cents for a meal. Got it. El Reno, neat little town. We haven't even really been to the main downtown section. I also like that it smells like amazing food, no matter where you're at. We'll swing down there in a minute. Little man wanted to check out the sign and also the choo-choo caboose. We made it to Fort Reno. Not a lot out here but wind. Beautiful though. '40s roping saddle. This was originally an officer's quarters, I guess, and then later converted to a private residence. Those are original houses yet. Chapel was 1944.
This is where she said those tiny houses right there were gone.
Oh yeah, the ends were added on. 1885 commissary. Pretty neat. Down the road we go. Made her to the Indian trading post, which we're going to check out in a minute, but then I saw some thrashers and some horse-drawn equipment and a propane case. Come on now. That John Deere's got a push plow on it. Cute little bee. This thing is neat. They run great. It's just a lot of farmers didn't have the accessibility to the propane gases. Pretty impressive collection, not gonna lie. I got my eye open for a couple things here, fellers. I just gotta be careful because I gotta be able to fly back. Otherwise, you know, yep, I'd be taking that and a couple other things. This is what I'm looking for. These guys back here are absolutely beautiful, but those are $800 and those are $900. So I've got a plan. You'll see here in just a minute. Gotta get a dream catcher for the mirror. Will it fit around the mirror? I don't know if that's big enough to go around the mirror. You might need to get a bigger one. Wait for a hot glue gun to heat up here.
They all have the same size.
Oh.
Just the biggest.
Listen, fellers, if you ain't got a pair of bead creepers to roll around in every now and then, you're doing it wrong. So what we got here is your standard issue Minnetonka moccasin, made in Minneapolis actually. Fleece insert, of course, got to go all the way. These were necklaces right here, and what I did was just cut the neck part off and then hot glued these on right at the register. They ain't coming off, and I saved $854 million. I'll be dipped. She's a little funky, fellers. You know, she really don't get maintenance much anymore, it looks like. The old Canadian bridge. Wow, this was a lot of engineering back in the day. Beautiful. Having fun, buddy? I'm gonna get me an old tow truck someday with a wrecker bed. We're in Bridgeport, established in 1895. Wrap your brainstem around that for a minute. That looks like an old schoolhouse or something over there. There's the post office. Wow. Wow. Pretty quaint. There's the old wood stove. It's supposed to be a service station somewhere around here. Is that a Cub Cadet lawnmower? This section of road, they don't even paint it up or nothing. There's no signs, nothing. It just feels like a trail more than anything through some farmland and whatnot. It's really neat. The old Lucille's service station. I guess there's a new one down in Weatherford now, but this is the original one. And right there is the interstate that replaced historic Route 66. Family just moved the truck up here. It says here that 3 children were raised in here. This was built in 1929, but Lucille operated the business for 59 years out of this. Pretty crazy. Okay, I'm nerding out a little bit here. Here's the new Lucille's Roadhouse. But you gotta look close, check this out. Same color, same drive under design with quarters on top, which is probably offices. 2 pumps. And notice how the window is still on the right and the door is on the left. Really, really neat. Yep. Well, might as well chew on a cheeseburger, huh, buddy?
Yep.
Just met a nice feller named Doc, watches the show. He hooked us up with a bunch of 8 tracks, and I'll be dipped. Following him right now to his son's place. He's got a lift. We're gonna put the old beast up to see if we can fix this oil leak. Looking like that Chainsaw Massacre movie around here. This floor was nice when I pulled in. These guys are helping me get these lines out of here. They are shot. Got it. So these fittings were leaking bad. That is still extremely hot, by the way. And then these lines are just age cracked all through them. The whole, I mean, it's bad. Up there where it's compressed on, it's bad as well. We're not towing or pulling, so we're just gonna disco these. We're not gonna repo them, we're just gonna cut them out. I'll back these out here, make that clean, leave the actual cooler in. We'll throw the adapter in the glove box. If the next guy wants to put a couple hoses in, you can go down to Napa or something and get some made. But what we're gonna do is just put in this guy right here. And then that's just a standard filter adapter. Throw a new filter in it, and we'll be back on the road. Got an oil change done, new wicks in there. Lines are snipped off there. I'm gonna try to go ahead and just quick take this off while we got it up on our keys. And then maybe even pull these through. They're in a bracket up in here. And then like I say, I'll throw the adapter in the glove box, and the next guy or gal can whip up some lines and put that back in if they want the cooler. Well, we're all wrapped up here, got the truck ready, maintenance, whatnot. Big thank you to Trey's Speed Shop and Doc for hooking us up. Nice folks, in and out super quick. We've got, I think, 10 more stops we want to try to get to today. We'll do what we can. I don't know if we can make all 10, but we're going to give her a shot. We're at the historic Glancy Motel. And I just saw a sign up there that said they're going to redevelop all of this. It's too bad, all the vandalism. It's a shame. Wow. Needs to be vacuumed, you know, at least. But, you know, throw a bed back in there. Turn on the open sign, you know. Well, we finally found the old Canute jail. If you come down Route 66, which is right there, go down Main, and it's behind the storage units here, tucked in behind these mobile homes. Talked to the feller down there mowing the high school, you know. Yeah, well, elementary too, K through 12, I believe it is. Anyway, he's been here for 46 years. They're moving it to the park soon, is what they're doing. So anyway, this is the old jail. Looks like it's someone's storage shed currently. We got art in there. And goodbye supplies. Well, what? With the spare? I can't believe it, but I guess I got to. I'm looking at it. Who knows the history on this thing? You didn't know when it was built. Just trying to find something that says like a year. Made her to Elk City. They got this neat little memory lane thing we're gonna walk down in a minute. It's the largest sign on Route 66. The old Silver Rattle is just, she's doing good. Zero complaints. We're gonna go check this place out. I wanted to get here before the museum closed, but we had to fix that oil leak and some other stuff. But how do you not walk on the grass here? We're landlocked. Help! Help me! Be a neat photo op kind of thing. Back all your rigs in here. You got Eddie's Hamburgers. Of course, you got the mobile gas, some sort of hotel thing. Nice little town, and I ain't kidding you. Emma, real by morning. Yeah, that's the plan. Is to get there tonight, I guess, late tonight. No idea where we're at now. Just getting some terrible jerky, some nacho cheese, some stuff to wet the back neck down. We got a couple more stops to make before then. First of all, we're going to Texola right now. We're gonna get some abandoned buildings in real quick. I just had to stop and show you guys this. This is the original, and like the original Route 66 right here. There's even a bridge down there. And then when they redid it, for whatever reason, they moved it over. So I don't know when that was constructed. I would probably guess in the 50s or 60s, but original 66, newerish 66 interstate. Still here. I don't know when this was poured, but it goes on for a little while longer up there. It's just crazy to think of all of the different families and people that traveled on this right here. Check this out, you guys. There's the highway. Doesn't say road closed, so think about this. Was this just like, oh, look at the dough. Huh. Oh, another one. Funny. Oh, come this way. Went the wrong way. Anywho, I wonder if this was just like a westbound lane or an eastbound lane. Well, it would have been westbound, I guess. And they just decided to widen one side. So much history right here. And we're allegedly driving on it. Huge, huge bucket list for me right here. And it's a good opportunity for me to thank everyone for watching the channel and subscribing and for helping make things like this possible and for helping us be able to give back by selling this truck and donating to the Tech Force Foundation. It's I'm blessed. I'm very thankful. So thank you. Look at this. Wow. This is incredible. I'm not even sure if this is supposed to be 2-lane or, you know, you just kind of pick where a guy wants to wander, but we're finding that most of this route has no paint or stripes or anything like that. It's just drive, I guess. You know, you do the thing. This is Texola we're pulling into right now. Some sort of nondescript building there. This is probably like a general store or something like that. I see a sign, holder upper thing there. That was a fancy rig back in the day. That was definitely some sort of store. Old service station over here. The drive under, those were really popular in like the late 20s, early 30s. There would have been 1 or 2 fuel pumps out here and you would pull under the canopy for full service. That's pretty much what that is. And I would imagine this was once full of businesses down through here. Pretty neat. We're not going to enter here, but obviously the door is wide open. Some random stuff. Shelving back there. Someone's suitcases. Probably still trying to find it from their flight. Now, I heard somewhere down here there's a 1-room jail. You want to go try to find that? That's smaller than the one in the other place we found. That was a 2-room. Yeah.
Okay.
Old kitchen area.
What is that?
I don't know what that is. Tar.
That's weird.
This doesn't have cloth wiring, which is interesting. I thought it would be older than that, but it's not. Porcelain insulator. I'd probably put this in its 50s. Somewhere around there. And
Oh, I didn't see this back there.
yeah, this might be a residence. Hard to say. Got a water heater. If and a guy needs a... Oh, hey, watch those nails right there.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, look at that freezer.
Whoa.
That's cool.
It's like ours, but older.
Yeah, I think this is a house. Wood paneling. Box springs. Yeah.
Okay.
You know where you're in oil country when they build swing sets out of drill pipe. Used to seeing fences out of it. We got some Chevrolets. I'll be dipped. Got a 2-barrel. Let's see. That's a 350, 2 or a 4-bolt main. And same with this one. Good blocks. Someone got to buy these.
And there's like a transmission thing.
Transfer case, yep. Tailgate to a square body. This guy's got some goodies laying around. I'm not gonna go into this one because it's posted. Pretty neat. Yeah, there's the old light. swing in here, get some fuel. All that's gone. Would have been a pump somewhere in here. Oh, maybe right here. Oh, that would have been a big sign. Big service sign. I'll be dipped. What'd you find?
Yeah, don't go in there. There was just an animal that like went and like floated underwater.
An animal that bolted underwater in that?
No, I swear, right?
Oh yeah, I see. Huh.
It was like the weirdest noise ever.
Oh, there's some more of the, I don't know, is this Main Street, Broadway?
What is this?
I don't know if this would have been another entrance. There's a man door and a little roll-up. Look how tiny the roll-ups used to be. Or I guess they probably were wood doors. There's also one down there as well. Some sort of little shack. We're seeing old sidewalks and foundations all over the place. A couple more bays here or something. Kind of just full of wood and stuff now.
Can you look at the back?
Sure. Here we found the famous one-room jail. I guess you can go in and out of here, but we'll just kind of just take a quick peek. It's quaint. It's actually about the same size as the other one that we saw. That was a two-room, isn't it?
It honestly is because there would be one door.
Yeah.
One door.
So this is like a king-size one-room jail. Is what this is. There must have been a sheriff's office or something around here. Kind of makes sense because I think there's a creek running through here, so they would have had the horses and whatever set up here. And this is a seniors of 1938 stone. I don't know why that's sitting here. I don't know the story behind that. If you know why this is sitting here, bleep bloop it down below so everybody watching can figure that out. They must have had gas running here at one point. I would assume that's gas, not water. Yeah, gas furnace for heat.
Oh, I thought you meant like gas,
Like gasoline? No.
Yeah.
There's a lot of just abandoned homes and vehicles and buildings and all sorts of stuff in this town. Currently in Shamrock, and I guess this little town, they use some of the buildings as inspiration for the movie Cars. There's one more up here we gotta go find. Very neat. Absolute step back in time. Whoever owns this property just did a fabulous job. He found an old car back there he's going to check out. One would have to wonder, is this where Tow Mater came from? I don't know. Well, you can really hear that power steering pump. At least we won't lose the thing. This is a really neat cafe in here. Nice town. Nice little place. Bentley's been really excited about this one all day. We were hoping to make it in the daylight, but it's kind of like the Cadillac Ranch. But what kind of cars are these?
Beetles.
Beetles. Lots of them. Sorry it's so dark out here, guys. This one's got a good seat in it yet, for Pete's sake. And the handbrake. Well, we made her to Amarillo. It's about, I don't know, 1:15, something like that. But we're here. Tomorrow's going to be another big day. We got to go from Amarillo all the way to Albuquerque, Mexico. The new one. So stay tuned for that. Thanks guys for watching. Appreciate it very much. We'll see you very soon.